Alright guys, today is going to be a different style of video that I'm doing on my channel. I've never done anything like this before, but this brand new shoe company that came out, the powerlifter David Wilson, you guys might know who that is. He helped create this company. And I think they're based out of Dubai. This company's called Avonas. And the shoe that I'm gonna be reviewing today is their first ever shoe. It's made specifically for powerlifters, and I'm lucky enough that they were able to send me a pair. They're called the Avonas Apex Power, and elephant in the room, Jonnie Candito's here with me. He's gonna be reviewing alongside with me. He's actually gonna be putting them on today for me, and I'm gonna kind of like talk behind him with him. He's been powerlifting like for probably 2 or 3 times longer than me, so his opinion is very, very like valid. So if you want more than just my opinion, his opinion is gonna probably weigh 10 times more than mine. So we're gonna open this up without showing you guys.
Here.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna open this up without showing you guys my address. But yeah, they sent me size 42. I think that's a size 9 in men. Yeah, this is a 42.
They don't
sent me in
speak
white.
European. So.
Yeah, I know, right? Have you ever done anything like this before, or is this your first time?
No, this is the first time, and I'm interested to see how it is. Also, I don't know, I've actually never asked you this, do the people who use it, do they also squat in it right now, or just deadlift?
So this is meant to be like an all-around powerlifting shoe, so it's meant for all 3 of the competition lifts, so squat, bench, and deadlift. I think the biggest thing that we're gonna notice from these is the soles. They're really like, they look like tires. Like they're gonna be gripping onto the floor a lot. Okay. So it doesn't matter what kind of platform you're standing on, you're gonna be good. But let's take a look at the boxing real quick.
Yeah, let's see. They look really aesthetic.
Yeah, they look really nice.
Yeah, actually, I would say these look way better, because the main shoe that I have experience with is the Sabo deadlift shoes, both the Sabo Deadlift Pro and the original. And the original was actually the one where I tore my hamstring on. So that's why deadlift shoes are particularly something that's special to me, because I've suffered from the unpleasant experience, and especially when you're deadlifting in a meet, which I haven't experienced in quite some time, whenever you feel that the floor has some residue from baby powder and things like that, if you have a slick shoe at all, it just exacerbates that quite substantially, if I do say so myself.
So what do you use right now to deadlift in, or anything? Right
now what I'm wearing is I use the notorious slippers, and I've heard mixed things regarding the process of it, of whether or not it's just from Alibaba and all that stuff, but but overall, I mean, it does an okay job, but my issue is that it doesn't feel as low to the ground, to be honest, as some slippers and even the Sabo deadlift shoes, but there's always that exchange of, if it's low to the ground, there's some instability.
Yeah.
And that's a tough trade-off.
So one thing to note, I've never had a success like lifting in any type of shoe for deadlifts besides slippers. I've tried Sabos, I've tried other, I literally have tried so many. I've tried wrestling shoes. I just haven't found a shoe that I've liked to deadlift. I've always used slippers. So this is my first time like really trying. I'm gonna give these a chance. I'm gonna give these like a block and a half, 2 blocks. Yeah, this is my first time trying these out, but like, what are your initial thoughts on seeing them right now?
My initial thoughts are, it seems like a good middle ground, because one thing that I've seen a lot, and obviously I'm not paid to say anything positive about this, to be clear.
Neither am I, guys, neither am I. This isn't a paid ad or anything. They just sent us these, asked us to review them honestly, so that's what we're doing. Yeah,
so to me it looks good, because one of the things I've never liked is when people rationalize a shoe that's just clearly has some thickness, like the Mark Bell shoes, for example, where some people deadlift in them. Or even Converse. Like, I'm sure there are people watching right now who still deadlift in Converse. If you do so, stop it. That's just my, I'm not even compromising here. Just take them off of your feet and stop doing that. Because you just are accepting, losing a certain amount of distance, which is you train your ass off for a 0.05% increase in strength. Yep. And now you're going to wear a shoe that's going to just get rid of potentially that level of increase. So you might as well reduce range of motion as much as possible. But at the same time, like I said, with myself, one of the reasons why I have issues with unstable shoes is that I put a lot of pressure on the outsides of my feet. So with my sumo, I'm not as, from what I've seen, some people like Sean Noriega, for example, he has more flared feet and his knees are more in relation to really his stance width. And he kind of naturally pulls with that. He doesn't even try to get his knees out as much as someone like myself does. Yep. And I couldn't pull that way if I tried to. So we just fundamentally, there are differences among lifters. But the issue is that if you do keep your knees out, and you do have that outside pressure, and you don't flare your feet out a ton, because if I flare my feet out too much, then I actually have issues at lockout because it's not as comfortable with that external rotation. So for someone like myself, I really do need the ability to push on the outside of this, and that's where this looks strong. So as long as the sole is thin enough, then this looks like good money to me.
You can see on the heel and like on the where the toes would be, like the support on this lateral part right here is a lot. Like it's literally ridges go upwards towards the middle of the foot.
Yeah, the traction's good, and the traction pattern on the bottom to me looks really good.
It resembles a tire. Like that's like one thing that I noticed when I first picked these up. I was like, damn, like these, like if you put them on carpet and you're always gonna be lifting on carpet in a competition, like it's probably gonna be glued to that.
Yeah, and one of the things I did not like about the Sabo deadlift shoes is that it overdid a circular pattern.
Yeah.
And I understand that some deadlift slippers, like Nico's talking about, some like traditional slippers even, they actually are really good even though it's just a horizontal pattern. Yeah. It still works for a sumo. But I think the perfect middle ground is something that's not quite just striped, something that is a little bit more intricate but not overdoing it. And that circular pattern on the Sabos, did not like.
I think it's gonna take a while for me to get used to the low top ones too, because I know you said the Sabos are high top, right?
Yeah, they are somewhat though, but they're very flimsy. Like this already is definitely built more sturdy. So the Sabos literally feel like so paper thin that even though it's at your ankle, it's not really gonna impact things. And I actually found that to be a reason why I didn't use the Sabos for the squat, is because if you are covering your ankles, it basically artificially limits dorsiflexion and it'll make your heels rise up off the ground, but it's not even due to your actual ankle mobility, it's literally your shoe flexibility.
So one thing I wanna look at today, see how the kind of ridges up right here, like it kind of elevates a little bit? One thing that you saw, if you follow Lucky on Instagram, he was benching the other day in these, and it looks like it was elevated a little bit. So like that's one thing I'm kind of
was judging.
Yeah, it depends on like, I mean, if you're gonna be at nationals, they're probably gonna be like really anal about it. I'll zoom in later and I'll get B-roll of us using it, but yeah, I'm kind of concerned about that. I know it's gonna be grippy. I actually used a pair earlier. I didn't record it, but these feel really good. How much do you think these would be like priced without even knowing? Because I know how much they are. How much do you think they'd be costing?
$62. I'm usually pretty good at guessing.
That was actually pretty not close.
How much is it?
These are actually $95. Do you think that's fair for a shoe?
I'm not getting it. I would not get it. I'll get it for free. I'll hit them up.
Dude, the Vivos are priced at like $170. That's what Vivos, the barefoot shoes.
Yeah, it's funny because, again, what you mentioned earlier about like more traditional slippers, some of them are literally like $9.99 or like $14.99 on Amazon, and some of those are the best slippers you'll ever get. So
I saw the Amazon water shoes that Marcellus has. Those are like, what, like $30?
Yeah, I believe it. And I think Notorious, the ones on Alibaba are like 19 or like probably like $10.
Yeah, but yeah, these are size 42. I'm gonna let you deadlift in these, and I want you to like talk throughout the entire session and give your honest opinion on what you feel like these feel. Are you gonna keep the insole in or no? Like, what are you gonna do with it?
That's a good question. Maybe we should start with the insole in, and then if it feels a little too thick, then we'll take it out. I think that's the most appropriate. Probably take it out.
Wide too. I feel like if you have wide feet, these would be pretty good for you. So
yeah, I got wide feet.
Yeah, I have bunions too, bro. I feel like that'd be good for me. All right, here, let's do it. Let's do this.
Okay, so to initially test this out and as unbiased of a way as possible, I put this on with the insole in while having my Notorious slipper on to see can I notice a difference in thickness. And I must say, I can definitely feel a difference in hip height, where my right hip feels elevated up. I definitely feel like I'm higher up in more of a regular shoe. So we're gonna take the sole out. I would say with the sole in, it's adding a little bit of elevation. Yeah, these are really wide, because these are smaller than normal. Yeah, this is like about a full size smaller than what I would normally wear. And it's still wide enough to where I can comfortably fit, so that's really nice. It feels good so far. That felt really good. It feels good with the soles out. So I'd say soles out is an Elon must.
I'm actually really excited to squat in these in particular because I've been using Jordans for a long time. And the fact that these are gonna be a low top. I haven't really ever squatted in low tops before. I tried squatting slippers back like a few years ago and I didn't really love it too much. But I'm excited to use these because these soles are they're pretty supportive, so I hope to get a lot out of them on squat. Man, there's a lot of lateral support.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, it feels good. It feels really good.
How does it compare to like other shoes? Like compared to like your Sabos that you used to use?
Compared to the Sabos, is way better. I would say.
And you said there's a heel in this also, right?
Was that?
You said there's like a little bit of a lift?
No, oh wait, on the Sabos?
No, in these.
No, because only in the Sabo Pros, in my opinion, there was a little bit of a lift. In these, no. Yeah, these feel very flat across. Yeah, with the insoles removed, I would say these feel excellent. Like they're only ever so slightly thicker than actual slippers, but of course that's an inevitability given you're gonna have support.
Yeah.
But it's really, I would say to a point where it'd be a non-factor. And what I like a lot is you feel like you're falling into it. The way that it goes all the way up, it definitely feels like it kind of cups your foot. So that I really like. Because sometimes shoes like look as if they're cupping your foot, but it's more just a design thing. Like this actually is going up. I mean, this is damn near like over my toes.
How's the grip? It's on Somex, so this is probably the hardest like material to like grab onto. If you're on carpet, like if you probably feel that, it'd probably feel like 10 times better deadlifting on that. But
yeah, bro, you could legit like play basketball with this. Like, look at that. Look, you can make a screech sound.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm gonna go to like an LA Fitness and go to a court and just make that noise, dude. Yeah. ASMR, dude. Bars, dude. I can't wait to fucking squat. That's gonna be like the final verdict for me. I need to squat on those, and I need to see if because they're supposed to be an all-around shoe, not just for deadlifts.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I would say deadlifts. Honestly, I think deadlifts it's a 10 out of 10.
Wow. What?
Squats it's a 3.
What?
Yeah.
He said a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I mean, David Wilson helped make these. Like you see in the way he lifts, like. For sumo dust in particular, like I'm not surprised that you gave me this a 10 out of 10.
I mean, David's one of the most technical lifters in the world, so.
Yeah.
It's good.
I wasn't expecting him to say 10 out of 10. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I was, even in my mind, I was actually thinking 9 out of 10 up until that last single, and I was like, no, this feels locked in. I'm gonna hit a 501 single, and then if it,
you're jumping 220 to 227 and a half?
I was already gonna do that. I just didn't want to take like a shitty or a small jump. I didn't want to go 3 and then change. So 501 single.
You could have went 170 to 227 and nothing.
No, I never go beyond, even one red is pushing it. One red's actually pushing it. Like usually I like to.
This is one of the strongest lifters in the world, and he's saying he can't go more than 50 kilos on deadlifts. From 170 to 227.
Can't snap it up.
Bro.
That's how as a veteran, you stay safe.
Bro.
That's how you avoid the snap city.
You know what? You're right. That's gonna be our tip of the day. Never load anything more than a red.
I'm going like,
this is a 7.5 kilo jump.
Now if this goes well, and this is gonna piss you off more because of how irrational it'll be. If this goes really well and just feels really good, I'll go 250, just for fun.
What the fuck? Yeah, dude. Here, who needs a tripod when you have a girlfriend?
When I was holding it, I wasn't doing that. Here, let me.
Must be nice.
See, like move your.
This is so like power lifter-esque, bro. I'm sitting in a lawn chair right behind a deadlift platform. When's the program coming out?
Like, it depends on when this video is out, when to say. Very soon, within 5 days.
Heard that here first, guys. The Candito 8-week program is finally coming out. He's smurfing, dude.
I should say link in the description to put pressure on you. To have to put it.
That's pressure on you.
True. All right. We'll do 250. Just for, oh shit. Yeah, why is there that, by the way?
Huh?
Why is there that? The chuck?
I don't know. Any comments, Johnny? About that?
Felt good. Felt good. I mean, I think right at 4 reds, I knew the shoes were it.
Is there any spilling over to the side of your feet?
No, like it's not, there's spilling, and I also noticed the main thing that I liked and why I instantly knew that this is a 10 out of 10 in my opinion, is the fact that setting my feet doesn't even feel as insecure, like you're less second guessing. It's like, because sometimes when you're a little bit off, like you shuffle around just a little, like you just feel a little, or you go, but you don't feel 100%. This, it was almost as if you're squatting and you just take like 2-3 steps back and you just feel locked. It felt like that, but for the deadlift. I'm actually curious to see if it would feel like that for the squat.
I'm about to redo my squat workout today.
For real? I'm sold. Maybe I take back what I said earlier about $99 being too much.
Dude, they're shoes. Maybe. What kind of shoes are less than $100?
We just thought, slippers wise,
okay, slippers are different, dude. How much do Sabos cost?
Sabos, they're cheaper. They're cheaper than, I think they're cheaper. But actually, I don't know.
The thing is, you could wear these to a supermarket and no one's gonna be like, what the fuck are you wearing?
True.
You wear Sabos or Notorious lifts to the supermarket, like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Yeah, you wear Sabos, it's not gonna be a good look.
I'd wear these out. These are nice looking shoes. I'd literally wear these out. I love them.
Yeah, I like the gold.
Even the black and the white ones are really nice.
Yeah, because I like these a lot. Because actually, later on, I'm gonna have a video called the top 5 things to actually buy for powerlifting. They're actually worth it for strength training and powerlifting. And this will actually be perfect because it's gonna be all sorts of different products. And it's just going to be a very slim list of what's truly worth it. Because they're like a handful of things. They're actually really dope that not a lot of people talk about.
Love to hear that. I love to hear that, dude.
That felt good.
That looked real good.
Yeah, these shoes feel amazing.
Yes, sir.
I ain't gonna lie.
Dude, that has me so hyped, dude. That has me so hyped. This is a brand new company. This is their first generation of shoe. Like,
yeah, we gotta be clear that we are unbiased going into it, because now I'm digging it too much to where I don't want it to come across as fake. But I think we started out making it clear.
Yeah.
Because like I went into this expecting, I would say I expected an 8 out of 10. And I was like, okay, 9 out of 10, and then now it's won me over.
Imagine if you're on carpet too. Like if you're deadlifting on carpet, like this is on stall mat. Like I said before, like this is probably the worst platform to be deadlifting on. Yeah,
like I think the biggest thing that I could reiterate, if there's anything to remember, is the fact that the initial setup feels so much more secure, faster. That just you feel less fidgety at the start, just when setting your feet. And to me, like that's so worth it, because then it's like, just mentally, it feels like you can just get chalk on and just go right away, rather than like overthinking things.
So would you say it's worth $95 then?
To people who couldn't get it for free, yes.
I'd recommend them for bench also. I actually do want to delve on. I'm gonna bring carpet from the other room, put it in here one day, and just fucking start delving and see how it feels. But I really love how these feel. I can't rate them yet because I haven't lifted them yet, but it's coming from Jonnie, 10 out of 10. That's great so far. 250 like didn't slip, didn't have anything spilling over. So, you have any closing thoughts on anything?
No, other than the only thing that I have left on my mind is how it feels on the squat, because I'm definitely someone where I strongly prefer flats over heels. So I would definitely consider using these, but for whatever reason, just deadlift slippers have never felt great for a squat. So I'd be curious to see that. It's really between these or something like Jordans, and I have a feeling that these may have an advantage, but you know, we don't say anything until, actually you're probably gonna test it out on your channel, so make sure to subscribe to Nico's channel.
Oh my God,
so you can get
let's
that
go,
update.
bro, let's go.
That's the alley-oop right there.
That is a freaking alley-oop. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the entire video. If you're still watching this video right now, let me know what is the best template or program that you've ever done that isn't from a powerlifting coach? That's a good question to ask you guys. I know most of you guys have done like a cookie cutter or some type of like program that you bought online, or you've done the 7-week program that he posted like a million years ago. Guys, his new program comes out in, I'm gonna bleep this out, I don't know how many days this is, but let's say 5 days from now.
There'll be multiple versions, multiple cycles of it. It's gonna be in depth. But
dude, I'm so excited to get that out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video. I'm so stoked to use these new shoes. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, but I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video. Peace out.